All right, we're going to have to get serious for just 1 second, and then when we come back... No?
No.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Fart jokes.
I wish I had some lined up for you.
I don't either. Go ahead.
Well, you and I are not going to do the heavy lifting on this one, actually.
Okay.
Because the email is, my black straight male friend says he wants to hang out but doesn't. So, self-check. I'm still white. Kristen.
Still white.
You appear to me to be still white this morning.
That is correct.
So we will hand this one over to Mo and Katie on an email that says, yeah, he's gay, best friend straight. Can they be good friends or not?
Dear Bert Show, first off, I have to say I am a huge fan and listen to you all every morning. I have been listening for years, but this is my first time actually contacting you all. I have a dilemma regarding a friend and was hoping that you all could give me some insight and perspective on this situation. I'm a gay black male who happens to be really good friends with a black straight male. We have known each other less than a year, but quickly became friends, even to the point where we call each other brother. We have similar interests and oftentimes talk for extended periods of time on the phone. I really enjoy having this person in my life as my friend/brother. However, whenever I ask about hanging out, the conversation always ends with, yeah, we got to hang out sometime. Seems genuine, but we just never seem to actually hang out. This type of friendship/brotherhood between gay and straight African-American males is not something that happens often, at least not that I have seen. So I really value this friendship. Do you think I need to ask him why he doesn't want to hang out? Or should I just enjoy the friendship as it is? He knows that hanging out for me is like catching a movie, since we are both sci-fi fantasy junkies, grabbing some drinks downtown. I would even go to a straight club with him. He's like my brother. He also knows that my relationship with my biological brother is strained. So he has really stepped in and somewhat filled that role. How do you guys think I should handle this? All right. Well, I remember in college, I had a roommate who eventually became a really good friend of mine. And for some reason, he just never told me he was gay. He kept it from me. And I'd heard about it from guys that he went to high school with. And I never understood why he didn't tell me. But I didn't feel like it was my business to ask. I figured whenever he wanted to tell me, he would. And like years later, he finally did tell me. And the reason he kept it from me was because he was afraid of how I would handle it or how I would react to it. Because it's not as common, I guess, at least from what I've seen either, in the black community to have like a straight guy and a gay guy be friends. But I was like hurt at the fact that he didn't feel like he could tell me or that I would react to it in some kind of way that would be different. And when he finally did tell me, we became even closer. And it was like, bro, I don't care. Like, I don't care at all what you do in your bedroom. You're my guy. Like, nothing changes, absolutely nothing. So I feel like if this is a guy you're calling your brother, I mean, that means something. That's significant. So I think you just ask him. The same way I would ask any of my friends, straight, gay, wouldn't matter. Like, yo, why we don't hang out? Let's kick it. I would keep it real with him just like that.
In your opinion, if you lined up 100 black males, how many would have the same attitude towards a gay black friend that you do?
That's a good question. If I'm being completely honest.
Katie has an answer.
I sure do.
Katie's sitting on it. What do you got?
30.
70% of black dudes would be like,
Yeah.
I'd say that's right. I was going to say 60-40, so I was in the same range.
Really?
I mean, it's an unfortunate reality that there are a lot of black males who are still homophobic, and I don't know, man, they have this weird attitude about it as if like it'll rub off on them or something. And it's just ridiculous, honestly. To me, I never cared what you do in your bedroom. You're a good person. You're a good person. If we can kick it, we can kick it. But that stigma still does exist in the community.
And I've seen it. I've seen it in black households, especially how men raise their sons. They don't want their son to grow up to be a punk. I know.
So punk means like gay?
Yeah.
Back in the day, that was a thing. Yeah, it was
and
bad.
I know a guy who he was a little too flamboyant when he was younger. And his dad would get upset about that. He's like, no, you need to man up. You need to toughen up. Any sign that he showed that he may possibly lean towards gay, his father tried to cut that out. And it starts in the youth. And it's like, they don't let little boys cry. It's like, no, you need to man up. And so it builds up this manly, type of masculinity where, okay, if they come across a gay dude, it's like, oh no, like I'm not trying to deal with that. And they shut it down. It's more acceptable for women than guys.
That's all very true. And I had to like reprogram my mind from what you're taught in the youth. You know, like, oh, they'll use the word to mean something offensive. And you have to kind of mature and grow and evolve and realize that it's wrong. And I have changed my mindset, but a lot of men haven't. But if you are friends or / brothers with a friend or the person who's not going to accept you for who you fully are, and you're afraid to completely be yourself or ask certain questions, that's not a friend you want anyway.
So is the stigma so deep that the friend might not want to hang out with him in public spaces because he feels he's going to be associated as being gay also?
Yes, that's a thing for sure.
But he has to ask him that, right?
You
Like
have
that's a
to.
conversation
Yeah.
you have to have.
You can ask that. You can say, he's not going to answer you honestly, though. He's not going to say, if you say, hey, are you not hanging out with me because you think that other people are going to think you're gay? That dude's not going to go, that's exactly the reason. Is he?
It's a possibility. If there is friends and brothers that he's saying in this email, it's a possibility. If he just asks him, like, hey, like, is this because I'm gay? Like, are you having an inner battle with us being friends? I think he would be truthful.
Well, with any conversation, though, I don't think it's fair to go in and assume the other person's position. I think it's fair to go in and ask them, be like, hey, like, why are we not, we always say we're going to hang out, but we never do. Why? Instead of going in and being like, this is why I think why. Go ahead and let them try to explain themselves before you throw accusations at them.
You agree with that? I mean, it's a different community. So, but you're already saying that 70% of this community is not going to be open-minded about it at all. So I think what Kristen and I are doing is talking in ideals,
Yeah,
but
we
not
are.
really like realistic for your community.
I mean, the reality of it is he could be the kind of person that doesn't want to be seen in public, that is afraid of what people are going to think or how their relationship will continue. But at the end of the day, if this is someone you are calling your brother, your friend, then this should also be someone who you can be completely transparent with and simply ask the question, why don't we hang out more, and go from there. He should not hesitate to do that at all.
You agree with that, Katie?
Absolutely.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get a lot more of The Bert Show for free on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.